Hey everybody, I'm Scotty J. You are watching Rock Titan Music Television. I got a very special guest with us right now. Kenny Curcio. How you doing, man?
Hey, doing good, man. How you
Dude,
doing?
you know what? It's so funny. Like we were just talking about a little bit ago. You broke my cherry, man. I
Yeah,
know I
man.
know that may not sound right to a lot of people right now, you know? But in terms of music journalism and just the whole space that, you and I operate in, it's funny. Yeah, of course, I got an email from your publicist that we were talking about, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we've got this guy that we're representing out of New Jersey. Maybe you've heard about him, Kenny Curcio. He's got this new single out, American Soldier." And I'm like, "Oh my God, I know that name. Of course, I know that guy because I'm in the Philadelphia region." And like we were talking about a little while ago, I went back over my archives, like even before Rock Titan existed, and here you are, one of the very first interviews that I ever did, ever. And it was your first time at a place that you really made your home at the TLA in Phil, or not the TLA rather, but the Trocadero in
Mm.
Philadelphia.
Yeah, definitely. That was my first interview, like we were talking before, after a
Man,
show, So, because we played, I was in my band before, played at the TLA, Trocadero, like a bunch of venues in Philly. Um, so, yeah, that was a show that afterwards, it was my first interview as well, man. So, 7 years later.
talk about going down memory lane.
Yeah.
But you still look good. You still look young. So, my
Yeah,
God, I,
thanks,
I didn't
man.
realize you were a teenager at the time.
Yeah. Yeah, time goes fast. Gotta tell
Man,
you.
but it's funny because I know you were telling me that you had looked at that interview that we did that night you were playing, and of course I went back and checked it over, and the same thing still holds true. I mean, you guys were killing it back then. You're still doing it now. And I just loved your sound, loved your vibe. I mean, it really much like I said then. You had that Dave Matthews, Jack Johnson kind of just real funky, jazzy, rock and roll, vibe, and you had the whole house going nuts. The Troc at that point in time. How have things evolved? What's life been like over the last 7 years, man?
Yeah, it's been good. It's during that time I was playing a lot in Philadelphia and southern New Jersey, and I was going up to New York and just kind of staying close to the Philly area, but going staying in the Northeast. And then I was playing music, but then got into the working world. During that time when we did that interview, I was still going to college, and a year after that, I eventually got my degree and then pursued a career in the corporate world.
What
I
were
got
you
a business
thinking?
degree. Yeah, it was tough. I mean, as any musician knows, when you're first starting out, just kind of finding the finances to record,
Yeah.
to tour, to play. So I kind of took a step back. I've always played, while I was working, but over those 5 years or so, I took a little bit of a hiatus from the music, and then kind of found my way back. I just wasn't really happy with in the corporate world, and just came back to my passion, which is playing, writing, and performing music. So it's kind of where I'm at right now.
Well, good for you, man. You can't stop being who you are. I
Mhm.
mean, that's at your soul. And I mean, anyone that's ever seen you perform live definitely knows that to be the case. Now, I'm curious, having entered that corporate world with a degree, did you kind of feel like you were living a double life? You know?
I think that working in the corporate world has given me a lot of experience for what I'm doing now. I was working on the business side, and I think that's kind of helped me with my music and booking shows. And I'm trying to book a tour, working on a tour in September right now.
Right
So
on.
um, yeah, I mean, I think that's kind of the typical route of after high school you go into college and then you kind of enter the workforce. You're not really sure what you want to do. I mean, I had a passion. If I at the time if I could make that a career, I would have, but I just wasn't. The pieces weren't there at the time, so I went into the workforce and like I said, gained some good experience, and I applied, and still applying what I've learned through that. But now I'm actually doing something that I love doing rather than kind of just doing something I don't really have a passion for, to be quite honest with you. But
Yeah, man.
it feels good to kind of just be doing what I want to do, and pursuing my dream and my passion, which is writing, recording music, performing music. So
Very cool.
yeah.
Very cool. Now, do you have a regular band that you're playing with now? Like, as far as like other musicians that back you, or you are a one man show at this point?
So I do a little bit of both right now. I mean, I have shows where I perform solo, and I play with my band Whiskey Train. So we're from South Jersey. Everyone's from South Jersey,
Right on.
and that was a band. When I was just starting out in my early 20s. Playing in Philadelphia. So, and everyone's still around.
Very cool.
And then when I wrote the song American Soldier, I asked the guys, we still keep in touch if they're interested in being a part of, what I'm looking to do. This is kind of like my debut single back into playing music and booking shows, and everyone was excited about it, and so we kind of, I had the song. I started writing it last summer, and then I finished it up, in January of this year, and then got in the studio in February, and then we practiced, with the guys, and recorded it, and then we recorded a video. So, I have a lot of promotion and marketing behind the song, and the guys, are there to support me as well, which is cool. And, they have different things going on as well, but everyone's still playing music, and, just love to get there, have fun, and record, and, just get the music out there. So those guys, it's a little bit of both right now.
Okay.
Solo
All right.
stuff, and if I do have a band show, those guys are always available to play. So that's kind of where I'm at right now.
Very cool. Very cool.
Yeah.
Now, speaking of American Soldier, great song, by the way. So everybody, if you haven't heard it already, make sure you go check out Ken Curcio on YouTube. We'll get all the links that you need up here on the screen and whatnot. And you can go check out some renditions of American Soldier. Do you have anyone in the family, that served our country that inspired this song? What made you go the patriotic route?
Yeah, my grandfather was in World War II, so I have some family and some family friends that have served. He was in World War II. My cousin was a Marine. My good friend's brother, he's currently a Navy SEAL right now.
Oh, cool.
So when I first started writing the song, I started with an idea of somebody going through a personal challenge and dealing with some type of adversity and finding a way to fight through that and get through it. And that's kind of where the soldier aspect of the song kind of came from. And it just developed into this USA anthem, American Soldier, from somebody, and it could be anybody that's has any type of challenge, a personal challenge with depression, addiction, a loss of a family member, with work, with school, like whatever type of challenge that the person faces, you can always find a way to, through it, and have faith, and just that fight to keep moving forward. So that was the initial idea. And from the first verse, I talk about, putting this body through pain, it can't bear, put this face on the show, we're not scared, all these things that we kind of do as people to just kind of keep moving forward. And then it led into, a soldier aspect, like I said, and American Soldier. And so I kind of combined the both. And so it's a song that honors our veterans and those that still serve. And it's a song of freedom, unity, courage, and a song that I feel that has a lot of meaning that can relate to a lot of people, especially now in times where there's a lot of things that can divide us as people. I mean, we have a lot to be grateful for and thankful for here, and that's kind of the message that I want to send. So that's kind of the core of the song. And I'm just excited for people to hear it. It releases tomorrow, and I think it's going to be great. So.
Awesome. Yeah,
seeing where it
perfect for the
goes.
Memorial Day weekend, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, very cool, very cool. Now,
Yep.
are you going to be jamming live at all over the course of Memorial Day weekend? And performing this song?
Yeah, definitely. So I'll be performing tomorrow night. I have my single release party at in Atlantic City, New Jersey, at the Chelsea Beach Bar. So that's from 6 to 10.
Okay.
And so I'll have my digital downloads. I have CDs there. I have T-shirts, all American Soldier merchandise, and then I have a couple more shows Saturday in Atlantic City in the Shore area. And then, yeah, I mean, the whole month of June, I have shows. I have a private event for veterans coming up. I'm going to be promoting American Soldier throughout June and July, and then I'm working on a fall tour like in September or October. So I got some plans to do a couple different things and to promote this song and just kind of see where it takes me.
That's awesome, man. Dude, I'm so thrilled for you, and that's great. So everybody, make sure you get out to Atlantic City and check out Kenny Curcio. For sure, man.
Yeah.
Are you working on a new EP or a new full-length album right now, or are you kind of taking the singles approach to things?
So I went in the studio and I recorded. I have a bunch of scratch tracks recorded, just songs that I have that I've looking to. I'm looking next year to release a full-length album. The end of this summer, I'm looking to release another single. So I've been doing a lot of promotion for American Soldier, and then August, September, I'm going to release another single that I have that I've recorded that's kind of in the works right now, and then I would say early next year is I'm looking to release like a 10 or 15 song album. So I have a lot of material that I've been working on, and I just have to find the time to get in the studio and record it. So that's something I'll be doing over the summer and into the fall.
Very cool. Very cool.
Yeah.
Well, Kenny, thank you so much for your time, man. It's been great catching up with you again. I got to get out, man. We're local, you know, so I got to get out. I got to see you live, like sooner than later, man. Yeah.
You're in Philly, right?
Yeah, yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
So when we have some shows in town, I'll let you know.
All right. All right.
But yeah, everybody can go to, my website, KennyCurcioMusic.com. I'm on Facebook, Instagram. You can stream it on Spotify. I'll release American Soldier tomorrow, so I look forward to connecting with everybody.
Right on.
And, yeah, man.
All
so
right.
it's good seeing you as well. I appreciate your time.
Yeah, man. Definitely. All right, everybody. I'm Scotty J. You're watching Rock Titan TV. We're out.